Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. We're off about 3 or 4 days on video, but we've been busy, obviously. Spring equinox in full swing, so we're out here in the carrot bed. So we thought, well, we got some extra room between these rows. I planted these things a little wide just so make sure that, we got enough sun canopy in here for them. And of course we got weeds, they're always gonna grow. There's a big one, I missed that one. But anyhow, we're out here today and we're gonna, if you can see right here, I'll put my finger by them. These are leeks. These are little young leeks. And we're planting those in between the carrots. So some people call it intercrop, some people call it double cropping, companion planting, whatever term you want to use. So here's our little leeks. Some of these has got 3 or 4 to a cell, some of them's got 1 or 2, but I'm gonna pop these out. Now see, look at the roots on those guys. They're ready to go. They have got monster roots on them. They need to go in the ground. So let me separate these here a little. Try to get those in right there. Got a little extra one here. Okay. Take your cylindrical ink pen, wood dowel, just where you got handy. See, and make a hole so that leek will get the roots down in. Plant it about as deep as you can get it. You see them in the grocery store, they've always got that big white shank on them, and then the rest of it's green, and that's what the marketing wants it to look like and everything. But hey, it's going to taste the same no matter what. So we're going to give it a go and see if we can get them down there deep enough to make a decent white root. We've grew these before, but we had starter plants like these onion plants. Now these we grew from seed. This is Johnny's. This is Megaton is the variety. They're an early spring, on into midsummer leek. We'll probably harvest these about July more than likely. Maybe June if they grow real fast. But anyhow, we're gonna take you around here and show you the rest of what we've been doing. I'll get these later. We're also doing some fertilizing. We got this new fertilizer we've really eager to try. Planting some young cauliflowers right here in the end of this bed. Had a little extra room, so I'm just putting this on, and this is AgriSource is what the name of this is. See, I'm getting it on the leaves, but you don't have to worry about that. I'll get all these carrots later, but this is kale that Sissy and I put in this bed last fall. And we like this purple. This looks like red Russian, but it looked dark purple when we planted it, so I'm not real sure it's not a cross. Man, we're gonna save the seed, let it go to seed. As hard as it is to get seed right now, I don't think that trend is going to go away. So we're gonna keep seed off of this. And let me put this sprayer over here. But now look at Sissy's strawberries she put in last year. And these are called, I believe, honey, Pink Lady, right? See the pink flowers on it? They make kind of a long, kind of an alpine berry. See, they're more like a wild berry. All your strawberries originated, or little tiny long things, and they've got them bred up into this. Now, we do got some white. Look at here, guys. You get down in there, man, look at the blooms. This is all totally organic. Totally organic that we've put in here. And this is 6 broccoli plants we plugged in. This is Lieutenant is the variety. It makes a real robust plant with a nice tight bead head. And of course, we've got onions we carried over from last year. They're coming. And this is the Asian radish. These alpine. There's probably some of those purple bravos mixed in here. But that's Johnny's. That's a hybrid. So I'm gonna end up putting more of this liquid fertilizer on everything, and really like it. This is good stuff. Goes right to work. Pre-digested, by the way. Look at this cabbage. I don't know if I've ever seen any prettier leaves. There's damage right there, but I think the wind did that. No worm damage yet, but if first time we see it, we'll spray BT spray on there, which that's organic as well. It kills caterpillars, doesn't hurt anything else. This is kale we had in this wick tub, unprotected, survived the Arctic blast. It's really looking good. Same way right here, we've got, this is Cossack. Get Sissy to come in here and we'll shoot down here. This is kohlrabi. See these big kohlrabi bulbs? We were gonna eat these and we noticed they're bolting. See these seed heads, they're gonna bolt and go to seed. So again, we're gonna collect seed off them. But the onions look great. There's a few leaves, we'll take care of that. But right here today, I came in. Yesterday we pulled this tarp off. We got clean ground to plant. So we put a row of red jewel cabbage in, a row of flame star broccoli, and a row of Godzilla broccoli over here. Now this cauliflower, guys, this yellow cauliflower, we'll see what happens. I'll encourage you guys to grow it. The reason why is you don't have to blanch it. In other words, you don't have to pull the leaves up and put a rubber band around it. Your snow crown, if it gets sunlight to it, it'll start turning yellow and sometimes get a little green on it. But with this, you don't have to do any of that. And it tastes just as good as the white. There's no difference in the taste. So we're going to pause it here and catch up with you in the greenhouse. All right, guys, we caught up with you out here in the greenhouse. We've got okra. I've just sprayed it with this starter fertilizer for the young plants. They recommend, by the way, remember you get one of these little bottles of this AgroThrive will make a gallon of finished fertilizer. Well, on these starter plants, they recommend you dilute it, 2 to 1. So 2 parts water, 1 part AgroThrive. So I'm glad I caught that. I almost did all of them full strength. So that's a good way to stretch your fertilizer out to do these young plants. And we've got a lot of worm castings and so forth in this, and it's done really well. And right here we've got a dead soldier. You're gonna have that every once in a while. See, the roots look okay on it, but the plant just never took off. So that wind could have broke it. It could have got some kind of mold spores that killed it. Who knows? So anyhow, I'm spraying these. Sissy will come in here. This is all you got to do. You don't get a tablespoon and sit around and measure all day. You'll be there for a month. So just spray this stuff on. So I'm just giving them a shot. And this does not harm the foliage. You can spray it. You can foliar feed, and you can do the soil as well. I wouldn't be afraid to use this for what they call root drench when you transplant. Just dip it in the roots and set them right in, and probably good to go. So I'm not going to sit here and do all these right now. I'll finish this up later, but see if we can pan around through here. We put all these tomato plants in last night, and it got freezing north of Tulsa. We had frost here this morning. It got some of the volunteer tomatoes out in the bed. Got about half of them. But these are just fine. We ran no heat. We had enough residual heat in the ground last night, I believe, to get them through. But I'm going to show you on this wick tub, guys. A lot of people just run water hose straight in here. You can. But we found that when you get a lot of foliage, especially on tomatoes, and they're up here and you're trying to pull them back and find a tube, just put this piece of garden hose, and we've glued it onto this funnel. You can get a pack of funnels for what, $3-4, and it's pretty easy way to do it. Now some guys, I know there's a guy that Texas prepper, he runs a 90 degree, and he just hangs it in there, and that's a great idea. But sometimes it's not practical, depending on what you got. But I'm going to show you. I've already put two of these in. I think these are about 1.5 gallons each. And we'll see if we can get it to come out the wheat pole right here. And this thing will probably hold about 5 gallons of water down in there. So these carrots need a shot. Same way with your fertilizer, guys. you can run it right down the fill tube and it'll work just fine. You can put granular. You can put granular fertilizer through here and just chase it with water and it'll kind of disperse down in your chamber. It'll still work. It look like it's gonna drain. It must be really pulling it up because I've already put 2 of those in. That's probably gonna be enough anyhow. But you get the idea. When it comes out your drain port, you're full. You don't have to add any more. And so we're gonna have to pick this lettuce. Sissy picked the spinach, and she took some of that to work and gave some of her co-workers some spinach. But this salmonella's got to be picked. But man, guys, I'm telling you what, I don't know how you could ask for a better lettuce. It took sub-zero for 7 days. And it came out of there and it's growing like a champ. Same way with these carrots, they took sub-zero. And here's Sissy's cayenne bravos. I told her, I thought she had them a little thick, but man, they're just, I mean, there's nothing but canopy in here. But I'm not seeing any root development. I mean, we may have to eat these for salad or something, see? See, honey? That's all you got. That thing should be at least big as my finger, starting to make a root.
You gotta give it time.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we did that last year, remember? We didn't think we had them that thick, and lo and behold, they were, and we never really made any root. So, I don't know. So we'll see. We may just have to go in there and thin a bunch of them out and hope they make a root. Because at this point, we've got 3.5 packs of seed left, so we got plenty of seed. So I think what it is, I think in this greenhouse environment, I think they grew too fast. This may not be a good greenhouse variety for radish, but we got squash over here, pre-potted. We're going to take that to the field next week. We've had it outside in and out. But this is the new Johnny's cucumber. We could not get seed of this last year. This is the unagi. I don't know if you can see that. There it is, unagi. Makes a long Asian cucumber. They'll get up 10, 12 inches, you know, if you let them go. Small seed cavity. You do not have to peel them. They're burpless. And what we like about them in a greenhouse environment, they're diatomaceous. In other words, they do not need a pollinator. So a lot of times if you're gonna, and now you can grow them outside. We did last year. We grew them hydroponically. We grew them in the wick tubs outside, and we also grew them in wick tubs in the greenhouse, and they did great. All three growing methods worked, and we harvested cucumbers like you can't believe. And we had customers that goes, "What are those?" I mean, we've got them on the white ones now, but this unagi is a good one, and this noikia is a really good one. This is another Asian variety from Johnny's. Look how healthy those plants are. Those are getting ready to go in these tubs. As soon as we can get these tomatoes out of the way, the cucumbers are going in. Now here's a tachi. This is the white one, and if you kind of compare them, I know it's kind of hard to see on this camera. This white one, later on when you plant it, it'll turn almost the plant. Some of the leaves will get real light colored, and it's great flavored, clean. For people who don't like cucumbers, say, "Oh, well, they taste kind of strong," and I don't want to peel them. That's your cucumber, guys, isn't it, honey? Everybody we let sample that at the market goes, "I want some."
Yes, they love them.
And even non-cucumber people, the kids love them too. Kids will eat all of them. But that's our update. I guess the last thing we put these 4 cucumbers in. Let me move these cilantro. Look at those guys. We're gonna put them in our plant sale. I'm gonna kind of expand on that here a little bit. These are some pink tie-dye that I set down there to get them out of the way. But those are noikia. And last year we had 6 in there. They did okay, but we're thinking we're overcrowding them. So we went to 4. So when I run my trellis up here, I'm gonna run one side up, one side down. So it'll catch this side, and the other side will catch that side. And they'll have room to climb. And if you want nice, long, straight ones, that's what you want to do. You want to put them on a trellis. But other than fertilization and getting these things in the ground here next week or so, that's what we got for you today. And we're going to have a plant sale probably next weekend, I'm thinking. 2 weeks? Okay,
2 weeks.
2 weeks from now, which will be about right. That'll be past the last safe frost date. We're going to post that on Facebook, by the way, too, and on our channel.
And we'll let you know where it's at if we decide to set up here up at the house, or we'll decide to set down there on number 9.
Right. This 9A9 junction, ton of traffic goes through there. So if we post it, I'm sure, without a doubt, we'll probably sell out of tomato plants. We have got a lot of varieties, but we got a lot of beefsteak. And we got a lot of, what's the other one, honey? Beefsteak and...
Celebration.
Well, that's hybrid.
Yeah.
And we got black zebra cherry. We got a ton of those. There's another variety here we got I just planted Better Boy today. We got some Big Daddy, beefsteak, and we also have some mortgage left here, which is
Bella Rosa.
Is an heirloom. Yeah, the Bella Rosa now. Guys, this is a heat tomato.
4th of July.
And 4th of July is really early. I think they're like early girl, 52 days, 54. They don't make a big tomato. About the biggest you'll get will be about, what, a 4 to 6 ounce.
Mm-hmm.
And everything below that's just, salad that, basically tomato. And we have not planted cherries yet besides the black zebra because we didn't have the seeds in yet. So we got the Johnny's Artisan Tomato Collection, plus the red torch and the bronze torch. It makes a long torpedo-looking saladette tomato. I would encourage you, if you can get seeds of those guys, get on them. That's the best tasting, highest producing saladette we've ever seen. And we'll be planting those here this coming week too, and we'll show you that. They'll catch up to these. They'll catch right up to these. And probably pass them as soon as we get that 80-degree weather. We're kind of worried. I've seen bumblebees today, wasps, and grasshoppers. That's a sure sign right there you're going to get warm weather, maybe even hot. So I hope this is not a repeat last year. It went no spring, right into summer. Went up to 90 degrees in about a week and a half and stayed there. So, hey, if it does, we'll know how to deal with it. Guarantee you. So, guys, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. If there's any questions, put them in the comment section and we'll try to address those next video. Thanks for watching, guys.